Hello everybody, hope you're doing well and welcome to the MCN for Monday. So of course it's been a very busy time for myself, and obviously new content stuff coming out, trying to cover everything, spin a lot of plates and also work full time. But it's been a time, hasn't it? Just kind of, this will probably be my final update on like my dad's situation, and that is that he is more than likely to be discharged this week after recovering a lot of things like speech, emotion and everything like that, passing tests with flying colours. So that's really good news. It's probably going to be the final time I update everybody on the situation, yeah, just to let you know, and also say thank you very much to everybody, all the kind words of support, pass them on, and let's go. New week. And as I said, it's going to be a very busy week with lots of things from the Lunar New Year event dropping today, which we're covering in the show today, and so many other things as well. Of course, we time code, put in the look in the description as per the time code, as well as links to the sources that we discuss. First thing being that, you know, there are people that win those Kabam Twitch live streams. They win some of the champions that are in there. But something as well to bear in mind, if you see an Ironheart pop up next to your name or any new champion, you do not get an awakened version. So as confirmed by several sources, of course, first of all, Piccolo says, can confirm you won't get awakened. They just have the silver stars on the pictures because they can. And also because they're prettier as well. I suppose in some ways they are. But that's first of all a little bit of micro news for you on that one. I think we've got like another little micro news about Nick Fury, which may be bugged. So what is this Nick Fury bug all about? Well, it's more likely if you're facing off against him or having his defense, which, let's face it, nowadays in Battlegrounds you face him a little bit more frequently than you would like. So as part of Toad's abilities, as said right here, I'm just going to go into it. This is by White Knight. Says that Nick Fury had a bug where he wasn't purifying debuffs when going into his second life, and now what he purifies, everything, even passives? Or are you trying to tell me not one of 7 poisons stuck at 70%? I've tried this fight 5 times in practice and 2 more in Battlegrounds, where it cost me both of the matches, so thanks Kabam. Obviously, maximum sarcasm has been activated. So context to this matter and other stuff as well. So Nick Fury Sig says he purifies effects, not debuffs. Guess the question would be the order of operation: purify and prevent now effects from applying like Toad, or should it be a one-time purify? Of course, given a bit more kind of context to this matter. But it has been confirmed as being a bug. Command Mike says we are aware of this bug and working to address it as soon as we can. So if anybody is indeed looking at the situation and going, well, I'm not sure he can purify, or should he purify X, Y, or Z, then that is something that Kabam have to get sorted and right, because you might be looking at some of these things and going, I'm sure I can apply this, or apply this as a passive, or apply this as an effect. What's the ruling? And of course, Kabam have confirmed it's a bug. So will it be sorted out soon? I would at least give it another month before they get it sorted, but they could sort it out mid-month. Next up, and let's move on to a coverage of Lunar New Year events as well as the upcoming romance events. There's a lot to cover and bring together in this particular segment. So the first thing is the Lunar New Year event, as you know, is dropping today. Incursions events, which is relatively fun, as well as a Lunar New Year quest. So doing the quest is very easy. It will cost you energy, and I would say if you've got any energy refills, you might want to use it if you want 100% that particular event quickly. I know I may 100% it first. Usually it's a very easy quest to go and do and everyone gets to smash it out, but look, you do you at the end of the day with your approach to some of the new content. But it is a sad time because we are saying goodbye to pocket gifting or red ticket gifting. As I said in a video yesterday, between 2017 and 2023, we have had this ticket-based event for gifting, where you're able to get a gifting badge for a length of time and send some of these tickets, which meant that you would get red crystals, or red pockets, which were technically crystals. Those particular crystals were able to give you some nice stuff, but Kabam have felt that this is something that, well, it's not going so well, or it hasn't gone well in the past. I'm just going to go over these particular segments. One of the first things is that No gifting for Lunar New Year event? No, we've had to give that the final boot due to exploitation and bot accounts. I don't think we'll see any form of gifting making a comeback at this point. And obviously the 7 people that disagree, you have to understand, look, the system is cheated, and what do you want? You know, this game has already cheats, things making unfair. If you look at Battlegrounds and the situation around that, arena bots taking positions of hard-working people in arena on a weekly basis, and we're seeing compensation for that delivered out. So it makes it more easier of time for Kabam just to say, look, if we stop an event that has got a load of cheaters, then they can take that time that they have now regained and apply it elsewhere. Do Kabam do that? I don't know. But you'd like to think that if you are efficient, you can take time, or the time you invested into kind of like time management for it as a company, and use it to better the game. That would be your hope of the matter. But what else? Because there's also some other stuff about this event. Of course, there's nice and spicy things. Even asked the question about, I don't see any Titan shards. First, please don't quote the entire... I hate when people do it in the forums. It's very long. Second, there at the bottom of the post, and Titan shards are rare and not a regular event reward. So I would expect to find them... I wouldn't expect to find them in large quantities in many places. This is largely in response to this appearing right here at 10 million points. And to achieve those 10 million points, you will have to either spend 10 million on gold or go about fighting or using some of the champions I mentioned here, like Gold Pool Dragon Man, or champions that share synergy with them. And there's various amounts of options of those champions. And of course, defeat target champion. And that could be something like we just go Road to Labyrinth and use those champions and just run them. Or we find some targets, which of course we'll be looking to get sorted in this. Tomorrow I'll do a guide. Sorry, today I'll do a guide. Of course, the part 2 to all of this is that rifts are back, but not just that. There are other kind of events that fall into it, because it's got this kind of love theme to make some love in. I'm going to stop saying that. But yeah, it's a solo event, and also there's other types of mini events. These mini events, objectives as well, will literally be just you busy using romance champions and its complicated champions as well to boot, with doing some of the various different tasks and, as I said, objectives. But of course, there's one question with this. In game, we do have an issue. So if you look on screen right now, one of the big issues is that if you go to tags, and then you put in, I think, romance. Let's just kind of like double check. No, it's a case we don't have romance. Romance is not there. Romance, and I think as well, it's complicated. Yeah, we don't have them. So you might be thinking to yourself, how do I sort for these particular champions? Well, Kabam are going to get you sorted with those particular things. There is infographics out there. This was done a long time ago by Trucos. I probably think MCC Avenger might do something like this, and of course Misty K does this, and we'll try and do this as well. Everyone's at it. We're trying to kind of like, everyone's at it. That sounds disgusting, but everyone is at it, especially romance time. But look, Kabam are going to get you sorted with that particular info, especially because, or the not acquisition, but the way you go about finding them, because at the moment, with that feature not there of tagging, well, Kabam are going to get it sorted. The game team have said there is a temporary filter tag added for February listing all these champions in game on the champion select screen, making it easy to sort these champions out, and the tags are red and pink. So there you go. There's going to be some new tags, and in game they're going to be up there, but red and pink. That's really handy, especially because you have other ones here like Devilishly Handsome and 1000% Awesome, as well as Blessed, Winning, Goals, Get Swole, Shred Nation, MCM, not MCN, for obviously the MCN, No Filter and No Excuses. So there are like different color ones in game, but at least that's good. And now we turn our attention to the web store. The online web store has some really cool stuff for non-spending and spending. How does it have for non-spending? Well, it's free crystals. The weekly web store crystal, which I know is only available to certain types of people, and also the daily crystal. Do bear in mind these are free. These two here, it says get free. I love picking up these on a daily and weekly basis, respectively, and it massively helps. And some people will say, no, it doesn't. It does. These extra bits of items, champions, whatnot, and luck you can get from this particular crystal, if you've got it, can mean that you stack on things when it comes to rank up resource, champions. You never know what you can pick up from these particular crystals. 6-star champions I've pulled from them, units I've pulled from them, just great. But that's not what we're going to be talking about, and we do need to be talking about the following, which is I saw this and it's important to take note. Another bug cost us market point scam from Kabam. Now we'll unpack that in a second, but this context to this, or the TLDIs, Kabam put out, I think it was on late Friday or Friday midday UK time or whenever, this here, market points. This is a new feature that Kabam are rolling in. I got my theories this could be something to do with Google points. Not exactly Google points, but what I'm talking about is a Kabam own Google points. So your spending is kind of taken in this way, rather than it being kind of you go via Google to buy in-game stuff. So you go to the web store, and the points can be exchanged for something like a champion or extra units or something else. So this was put on the website and then was taken off because it was put out too soon, and Kabam even said that, saying that looks like something was turned on that wasn't meant to be. We'll have more news on this soon, but in the meantime you can ignore them. But of course people did buy that, and there's no issue. You go, oh, what's this shiny new thing, and you buy it, and of course it leads to someone saying another bug cost us market point scam from Kabam. I like people who complain about Kabam but give them money, or complain about them and give them some money or lots of money. Oh, I hate Kabam. Kabam are awful. Here's some money. And of course I do talk about performance of developers, and as somebody who worked for a developer that then our publisher decided to cut funding to something, when there's a lot of people in the games industry without jobs at the moment. I was fortunate within 1 month to be then back in employment. Any longer and we'll be having a different story about, I probably would be asking for financial help. It just gives you an idea of kind of where the industry is at the moment. But this is, as I said, this is what always makes me laugh. There's some people out there, I'm not going to name names, there's even some content creators like this, that moan and complain about Kabam, but are quite happily just kind of throwing money at them. And it's look, if you're like that, you're basically just, I'm not saying, well, is it rude to say they're being hypocritical? Kabam, evil Kabam, here's some money. Kabam, you've crossed the line, evil Kabam, here's some money. Look, you do you at the end of the day. I've got better things to do in my life than worry about how people want to act on stuff. Especially because when, people are being... And look, here's the thing. This is fine, by the way, up to here, because it's not the top part. It's just it's a scam. But can I get a refund? That's the question, right? But here's the thing. Did Kabam make a mistake? Yes. Yes, they made the mistake here. They made the mistake with putting out something early and people bought it. But of course, the response is to kind of get a refund on it. And... This person is it's technically false advertising. When the purchase was made, it said plus 200 market points. Honestly, for me, I'm so glad I don't spend in this game anymore because of this politics of Kabam honouring these particular things. At this stage, should Kabam honour the market points? Quite possibly. Some people will say yes, some people will say no. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion on the matters. As Command Mike said, but we haven't even told you what market points are for. And of course, everyone wants the shiny things, certainly. You can reach out to our support team to discuss a refund. Please just don't do the refund before speaking to them, or you will be hit with contest credits. Keep in mind that you must have all the units from the packages to be able to return them. So that gives you a bit of an answer right there. This particular player says, what don't you get? When I purchased it, it said plus 200 market points. Of course, this person is very particular on this. If Kabam wanted to do the right thing, and as a big paying customer, I hate when people do this. It's just such used as a blackmailing kind of it's all well and good saying Kabam scam, false advertising. Yeah, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the I pay a lot of money, I deserve special treatment card. And they might be thinking, no, I didn't say that, Rich. You just did. You just did. As a big paying customer, check how much... Oh my God, that's so funny. It's in the UK, we have this thing called Harry Enfield, and he does this thing, he's loads of money. And he gets a stack of money and goes, check out my ward. As in wad of money. It's just, honestly, Check out my ward. They would add. Brits will know that they would add my market points into my account when they put it in, and others too when they feature was available accidentally. If they don't put it in, fine. That's the right thing to do. I mean, could they say instead, oh, by the way, for those that purchased that deal, you will get your 200 market points, but we'll figure out a way to get it to you in, I don't know, a week after it's launched. Some people may be happy with that, some people not. But Kabam didn't say that, which is, you know, sad. It's sad that they didn't kind of go that route and say, we will get you sorted. Sorry about that, we put it live accidentally. But what we'll do is we will give you the market points. We'll just give them to you when we can get them to you, which likely will be a week. It won't make a big difference because getting something in particular with the market points is going to take a lot longer. That is where we're up to with that. And I think that's where people would have been happy with if Kabam resolved it in that way. But Kabam don't resolve things in certain ways. If you think they're going to expect a good way of resolution, it's never going to be the way you think it's going to be. It's always going to be the way that probably won't work. And that's the same thing that's happened in the past, and it's probably one of the reasons that I decided to stop spending in game. Out of sight, out of mind, less hassle, let's get on with the grind. But in any case, we're going to move on to the final thing of today. It's arena results and predictions for Angela and for White Tiger. And then he said Tigra then. That's White Tiger. The results we have are the following. White Tiger, 48th position, 156 mil. At the lowest end, 327th position, 117 mil. This gives you an idea there of that. The cutoff points. Of course, that in deeper, you're looking at close to 200, not 200, 138 to 140 mil. But let's not kind of like dwell on that just yet when we're going to do the predictions for the round 2. Angela went very low. If you're looking to pick up Angela, and look, she's a great champion. She's actually really handy for incursions. I think this is a great opportunity. Look to put in, same like what happened here. Like if you're putting in close to about 15 mil, you've pretty much bagged yourself a 6-star version of that champion. Maybe even putting in something like 12, 10 mil. I'm not quite sure if the 7 mil even bagged the 6-star. But look, there's opportunity there with that. So predictions for round 2, I'll go with White Tiger for 120 mil. And that will get you close to that like 327th position. Hopefully making you safe. 5-star version, 32 mil. Angela, 6-star. 15 mil, of course, look, it could be a lot less. We haven't had full results in. Angela's a 5-star, 7 mil. Those are the results and predictions for round 2 of Angela. Thank you very much for watching this video. Check out some other content located on screen, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye for now.